Morning. Number 8, wrong lifestyle. We got um contraceptives. I've explained to us severally why contraceptives are wrong. I've explained to us severally. See that I'm coming. Why contraceptives are dangerous. Why it's a wrong lifestyle. It tampers with what? Or it counters nature. It rescinds or retards your reproductive hormones. It makes you it makes the body go against its original configuration, original make. When you're supposed to take in as a woman, even on your baby days, because of these substances that you take in or ingest, you can't or you won't. It's against nature. You're countering the design of God and it's going to affect you in the long run. So it's going to affect you in the long run. And then you got microwaving. It's also a very long lifestyle. Why is it wrong? You're making use of what? Electromagnetic waves, rays, instead of what? Fire. And then we got drinking little or no water. You drink little or no water. Drinking little, I'm very guilty of this too. I don't like water much, or I don't drink water much. Or that was before anyway. I've repented. I'm still working on it. So that's another wrong lifestyle. When you drink little or no water, be sure that your organs will get affected in the long run because especially the kidneys, they need water to what? Do their work. You need plenty water to always flush out toxins and help you digest food and so on and so forth. But in the long run, if you are the no water person, everything you eat, digestive problems will be your steady visitor. You'll always have digestion issues and a lot of things. Complications will come your way in the long run. So that's the wrong lifestyle. And then we got living and eating foods uncovered. When you're eating foods that are not covered, or you leave your foods, flies and all manner of things will perch on them and you come back to eat the same food. That's a wrong lifestyle. In short, infections and all kinds. And then we got hard drugs, all the cookie. I already mentioned that yesterday. And then we got long term but negative emotions. Long term negative emotions. What are these negative emotions? We got depression, we got anxiety, anger. These are wrong emotions that affect your health in the long run. A lot of people are suffering the consequences of depression today and what? Attributing it to HPP. Is that Agatha? Please come in. A lot of people are suffering consequences. Come in. I'm coming, please. Sorry, please. That's more fun. Okay, no problem. Thank you. So a lot of people are suffering consequences of the wrong emotions and attributing it to what? HPP. This is what I've always told us, that HPP is not a sickness. What is wrong with you has nothing to do with HPP, but what? Your own, come on, but your own wrong lifestyle. So a lot of people are suffering consequences of depression, anxiety, consequences of what? Anger, sadness. Then they attribute it to what? HPP. Meanwhile, it's only normal for your BP to rise in these conditions. You can't expect to continually be depressed and your blood pressure will not rise, except you're trying to say the body should not react the way it should or the way it was configured to react. Just like you being angry now, your chest is beating or your heart is beating, and then you start faulting the heart that is beating. How? Is it not normal? You're scared, you're frightened. Your heart is beating, and then you say your heart should not beat, yet you're frightened. How does it work? Doesn't make sense. This is how the body was created to react or to work. So HGP is not the problem. Your lifestyle of depression is the problem. Your lifestyle of what? Anxiety is the problem. These things are all emotions. They are state of the human mind. They are states of the human mind. not sicknesses. I've explained this thing over and over. If you do not understand what I'm saying, read down this page. Read down this page. Already used 5 minutes. And then retaining or procrastinating urination. Procrastinating urination. Okay, okay. Procrastinating urination. Your first keep. I'm very guilty of this too. Even when I'm in a place that is not comfortable, or I see that their convenience is not clean enough, I tend to what retain urine until I get to my comfort zone. I don't urinate just everywhere, which is wrong. It's a wrong lifestyle too. When you keep retaining urine, like when you're pressed, instead of urinating immediately, keep holding and holding and holding until you notice that when it's finally time for you to urinate, the urine will come out only in small quantity, leaving you with tummy ache. This is a very scary thing. It's very wrong because in the long run, your kidneys would always have issues because your urines will back up each time you hold them. When you hold urination or when you procrastinate urination, instead of releasing it, you keep holding it, trapping it in. It might return to where it's coming from and only little will be left to come out. Over time, you might start having issues. Your urine will start failing. Sorry, your kidneys will start failing, start having issues. And then we got them late sleeping. I'm also very guilty of this. You can see that I have a lot of my own wrong lifestyles. So I'm not teaching or preaching this because I am innocent and without saying no. It's something that it's collective. Everybody is guilty. So I am only the one who was privileged to what get a revelation, and that is why I'm allowing everybody or letting everybody know that we are the cause of our own problem, or the cause of our problems. Let's the same ones can rectify it, the same ones can what amend our ways and things will go back to normal or things will be better. And then we got when you sleep late, when you sleep late, you tend to suffer what cognitive issues. Over time, your brain will start snapping. Your brain will start you start having memory issues. Your memory will become foggy, and a whole lot of complications you don't want to suffer. Hmm? It will tamper with even your emotions. A lot of things will happen in the long run due to what late sleeping. Hmm? And then we got which one again? We got eating late too. Eating late could result in what cognitive sorry digestion issues when you eat late. When you eat late, which one do we call eating late, or what time is late to eat? Anytime, see, I personally, I'm talking based on my own revelation, or should I say that I'm talking based on my discovery now. I'm talking based on my work and looking at Mama Nature, not generally. Personally, I would say it's late to eat when you become sedentary or when you are no longer, when you become passive. You eat that time, it's already late for you. So if you're the type, this is how I define eating late, according to me. If it's the time, if you're the type that works, you keep working and working till even 11 p.m. at night. Look of work, physical work. I'm talking of physical work, not a work that you sit down like I'm sitting now, say you're working. No. Look at work that requires you sweating. Be a manual, a menial jobber, a laborer, physical laborer, and all of that. Beautiful. As, as long as you're still moving and sweat is able to come out of you, you could eat till then. I'm coming, please. You could eat till then. But I'm coming. Once you become passive again, eating is no longer what eating is no longer safe. So, and then we have poor hygiene. This is another sort of ailment, another wrong lifestyle. When you when your hygiene is poor, you tend to suffer all manner of infections, all manner of infections, and this automatically imports what kidney failure, amongst several other things, and this is why NDCL classify infections under what? Renal diseases. They're all renal issues. As someone with suffering infection, your kidneys are waiting to pack up. It's automatic. And almost every human in existence, not almost every human is open to what? Infections. You don't even need to be dirty to suffer infections. I might not be dirty myself, but once I am in a dirty environment and you must answer the call of nature to urinate or do other things. It's not every time you find yourself in clean environment. The moment you open up and urinate, infection will what? Follow you. So that is why detoxification is what advised every single time. You don't have to wait. Unhealthy sex habits. This also leads to infections, automatically renal what? Diseases. Uses of eyeglasses. I've told us over and over that eyeglasses what lead to what? Blindness. Blindness. Please read down this page to see how this can happen or what could bring about this. And then heavy chemicals as body creams and what? Soaps. This is responsible for a lot of breast diseases today. This is responsible for a lot of what? Problems today. Then we have complete shaving of genital hairs. The genital hairs automatically what? Prevents direct access to microorganisms. But the moment you shave your hairs completely, your genital hairs, you are open to what? Infections, which automatically imports what? Kidney diseases. And then we got antiperspirants. Antiperspirants. I'll explain this in the next video, please. I have to attend to my son. Thank you. Catch ya.